So there's this new mod. So what? Let's play Cities Skylines.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Bonbon Plays Cities Skylines. I'm Bonbon and of course you are very welcome. And this new mod, which is the Surface Painter, is setting the Cities Skylines world alight. It shouldn't really, because we should have had this facility ages ago, but we don't have the facility and now we do, and everybody's really excited and we're going to have a little play today. But before we crack on with that, we've got one or two bits of housekeeping to do with the city, and as usual I'm just going to pause the game because I don't like working with it running. I feel that you can quickly lose track of what's going on. Hello seagulls there. Oh yes, and there are lots of fans of this No More Seagulls mod. Unfortunately I like them. Hello Mr. Seagull, how you diddling? Right, now the first thing I'm going to do is the new business park, which as you can see from the last episode I've let it flesh out. We have basically lots of office buildings around the outside. We've got a small commercial area here with parking in the middle, because if you're at work in your office you don't want to go all the way into the city just to buy a banana. So that's now there, and then we've got the this area up here is just all parkland, somewhere to go and eat your banana once you've purchased it from one of the many stores in the little commercial park there. And we've got the services up at this end, right at the very top, tucked away at the back. Now, we need to give this a name, and the best suggestion that I've had so far was the Oval Business Park. I don't know where that came from. It seems a pretty dull name, but we're going to go with it because sometimes dull is good. So what do we have? Then we'll grab this and we'll pop all the way. Once again, don't go over the lines, Bonbon. There she goes. Meadow Square, but it's not a square. It's an oval. Right, okay. We come out of that, click that, up there. The oval, ooh, the oval business park. That's what that is. And whilst we are there, let's make sure we have the city planning. That's the fella. High-rise ban. Once again, this area is not going to be high-rise centric. We're going to have the high-rise buildings just over on the horizon, well, just before the horizon there, on the edge of the map. That's where the big city is going to be. This is just my opening medium town, getting back into the game now it's running again. So as you can see, we have the town, the 3 fields, built on 3 fields, and the tower park with the 1 skyrise building. Not the biggest one in the world, just enough to be a feature point. Now, back to the oval, and we have an issue. Not a big one. It's not causing any traffic flow problems, but every junction has traffic lights at the moment because it's a 2-laner and the game feels it has to be done. But as you can see, it's a business park with no through road and the traffic is always going to be very light. So shall we get rid of these traffic lights? This is the one junction where there's possible argument for it. I'm going to leave that one in there. But every other one we will just get shot of them. So now you see them, now you don't. If only it was that easy in real life, huh? I'm sure some of you have had your day ruined by a set of traffic lights flashing up in front of you. Maybe even worse was a set of blue lights flashing up behind you. Ooh, nobody wants that now. So anyway, that there is the traffic flow now will be much freer. the only junction here with any possible need with traffic lights on, and then one here as well, which I think is essential because here be the entrance to the university, which will be in the next episode, probably. Don't hold me to that. It's not guaranteed, but all things being well, next time round we'll be putting a few places of higher education there. Let's see the bus station. Now the bus station, I'm not best happy with the commercial buildings here, so I think we'll delete those and de-zone the area because just not happy with it there. Might put a little bit of parkiness down there maybe, or just path it out, pave it out maybe. But I just didn't feel it felt right on the actual bus. Well, it's not the bus lane, but that's where the buses are going to be going down and the bus stops will be. And today's episode, one of the things we will definitely be doing is this strip of land here, which we've been looking at just by the entranceway, which is completely green, completely empty, running up alongside of the park here. And nothing major going on here. We're just going to foliage it out a little bit, make it a little bit greener, a little bit nicer. Not much else to do with that, to be honest with you. Also got a couple of other areas which are outstandingly green, like this little triangle here is a bit too green for my liking. And the middle of these houses here, we've got a bit of a gap with greenness, which once again, plopping a few trees down would not hurt. I mean, there's plenty of places I could sit down for hours and stick down fences and hedges and whatever. But there's much more fun things to do. I will, however, be popping down some kind of walls, etc. Because what we have here is the elementary school. And they go out and play, and they are literally running into people's back gardens. So I'm figuring if we just stick some fencing around here, which we can do, no a big deal. And then today's episode, the main aspect will be, as you can see from the RCI, we've got a little bit of growth on residential and basically no more room to grow on that part of the town. So going into the second field, we'll extend the avenue up and in to this area here. We'll be having high density closer to the forest over this side, and then going off into suburbs as we go towards the river there. And that'll be a lower density, obviously. The residential, I'm looking to probably hold back and just do some sort of bulk residential on this area here where the separate access to the motorway will be. Excuse me, start the car up. But let's also have a look, as I say, at the new mod, the Surface Painter. I've been waiting for something like this, and I have had a little tweak with it, and it does work. Oh, there aren't many options, mind you, but the options that we've got work. So we got along here, Surface Painter, we've got pavement, we have gravel, we have ruined, and we have field. Now I'm not entirely sure what ruined is, but we won't do that just yet. We've got loads of different brushes we can use. For the sake of this one, we're just going to go with, that's probably too big as well. This one here, is this too big? Ah, there you go, brush size changed. When I click in on that, it's separating things up, but from what I've seen, you paint to the edges of where you want it to go, and it's actually, look, to the lines. This is good. This is very nice, I've got to say. So we will follow this in. No more trying to get paths to fill in the gaps. As you can see here, what happened with the path here. Oh, hello. Let's see how that's looking. That's not so bad. Yeah, that I'll go with. I'll leave a little bit of green there for the trees to be shooting out of, I guess. And there. So now that has none of this glitchy. As you can see, what we got here, the grass glitching through, and the only real way around that was stick some bushes on it and make it look like it was a feature. But it's not a feature, and this is where I got up to earlier. So what we'll do is we'll just bring this in here and across there, and yeah, this is looking okay, and we'll take that up to the line. And what have we got going on here? Have we got a slightly smaller brush, or we go to grass? Let's see what goes on here. That's ruined grass field even. Not quite what I had in mind for that. So we go back to grass, and how about oh dear. See, this grass is very brown. Brown grass, not green grass. Never fear. It's worrying really, isn't it, huh? Perhaps it's because it's polluted area, I don't know. I do not know. Shall we do this little bit here as well while we're here? Well, I've got to say that the definitely the pavement tool is an absolute blessing. That looks pucker. Absolutely pucker. Right, well, okay, well that's much cleaner, much tidier, and much happier. Let's go and have a quick look. I think the place to do this will be over at the water treatment area, because I'm not massively concerned about the texturing down here at the moment. Let's see what the ruined looks like. Let's go with, yeah, do ruined first of all. With there, and we come right in. Let's have a look. Make it a bit bigger. That's big enough, isn't it? Don't really see much of a difference there, to be honest with you. If anything, it looks more like grass. Now they got these the wrong way round. That's grass, and that's weird. Grass, that's definitely ruined. You can see actually, look, the tile's green as well. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Let's have a look at gravel. Yeah, I'd kind of go with that, and let's go back to grass again. Let's change the texturing to that one. And then if we go gravel like that, it's not the greatest, is it? It's not bad. Oopsie. Come on. It's not the bad, but it's not, you know, it's not turning the grass to the colour of the grass around it. Let's try that one. Try that one and make it just a little bit smaller. Well, is that really any different to... I've noticed the undo button doesn't work with this either. Is that any different to, say, this? Oh, hang on. Ruined. That's, yeah, a bit patchier, I guess. Oh well. That was an interesting experiment, I guess. We will be using it, like I say, the main use is definitely going to be the concreting. Right, okay, let's leave the water processing area and head back to the town. Right, so I'm going to go into time-lapse mode. We're going to work on this area here, that little area there. I'm probably going to leave this for now, I'm not that worried. And then we'll pop down the new road into field number 2. And I'll catch you on the other side. And welcome back. The timer is ticking and we are now waiting the developers to come and put down some of our new high density residential in field number 2. As you can see, everything is ticking nicely. Right, so other than putting in a few footpaths between the buildings where I've left deliberate gaps, you probably saw me do that. Aha, yes, so other than doing that, which I will do once the buildings are in place because it'd be easier for me to see, because once again the difference between the high density residential and the colour of grass down below is minimal, and my colour vision isn't all it should be, so I struggle to pick out the difference, and I'd just rather let it all fill in and then I'll fill in the gaps myself later. Let's have a quick look at the RCI. Yeah, it's all on the up. Yeah, these buildings down here haven't got their electricity yet, but that will fill in and come shortly, I think. Worst case scenario is I can put a little jump across. Shall we do that for now? Prevent everybody from moaning too much. Won't quite reach. I can put a couple. That still doesn't reach. Ah, screw you, jumpers. Perhaps we should just fill it in with a traffic line, an electricity line like that, just until it fills in, and then we'll delete it all again. Right. Well, that's it for today. As I said, in the next episode, we will go and have a look at the university and see if we can't fill that in a little bit. In the meanwhile, once again, I'd like to thank you for commenting, liking and subscribing. Look forward to hopefully hitting the 100 soon if I haven't done so already, because obviously I'm recording these slightly in advance. But thank you so much for being part of the Bon Bon team. Hey. Hey, we need a name for the team. I wonder what we'll come up with for that then. Anyway, I've been having fun with you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you again next time.